There is millions of horror games. Some are scary, some are not. But there is one horror game that stands out to me. And that one horror game is Gmod. Well, yes, you could argue. Oh, but cowbell, Gmod isn't a horror game, it's a sandbox game. Gmod can very much be terrifying, and I can prove it. With that being said, let me explain what feeling Gmod gives me and some other people and why it happens. Now, look, there is a bunch of ways you can describe the thing you're feeling when playing Gmod, but one feeling that probably came to mind for most, if not all of us, was nostalgia. Most of us probably have played Gmod or Half-Life 2 or CSGO, Team Fortress 2, any of these games, while being younger, including me. So could it be nostalgia? Of course, very much it could be. But there is a few more feelings that these maps and levels give me. It's like addictive fear. That's the best way I could explain it. Like, I'm scared fucking shitless. But I feel like I want. Now, for the few people who don't know what liminality is, that's more than fair, because I don't either. There is a lot of definitions / meanings of liminal spaces that it gets confusing very quickly. Some may describe it as feeling multiple things at the same time, which might disorient you. Some might describe it as basically just deja vu. But as what I think is the best definition of liminal spaces was made by a great YouTuber by the name of Alpha Oxrod. And his definition is, well,
liminality is any photo that reminds you how it feels to be a child again. To have no stress, no responsibilities, no worries. A time when just existing was enough. You didn't have to prove yourself with degrees, scholarships, medals. None of that mattered. You were just happy to be alive. And that's what these photos should remind you of. A time before that all too familiar existential void creeped up into your life.
And that's what I think Gmod makes you feel like.
Unidentified person of constraint. Turn your
There is something about these maps that creeps me and others out. It's the feeling of being watched, yet you know that there is nothing watching you. It's truly just a player's paranoia. In most of these maps that I've showed you, there is nothing to be scared of, yet the feeling of being watched is always there. Most of the time when you think of Gmod, you think of the silly stuff like Vanos, or if you are younger, Skibidi Toilet. Why the fuck did I write this? What the fuck am I doing with my life? Anywho, when you take away the feeling of just pure goofiness and have nothing to distract yourself with, or no one to distract yourself with, one of the scariest things in video games happens. It's not jump scares, it's not monsters, it's your own mind. It's an unsettling sensation, one that scratches at the edges of your consciousness. Gmod is where solitude spawns terror, is a quote that I think describes this feeling that Gmod gives. A point that some people bring up when talking about the feeling that Gmod gives people is, well, the ones I mentioned. But I think the following thing will describe another reason for this feeling with playing Source games. Uncanny Valley. If you don't know what Uncanny Valley is, it's the following feeling. A computer generated figure or humanoid robot bearing a near identical resemblance to a human being arouses a sense of unease and revulsion in the person viewing it. Basically, something that looks human but doesn't just look right. It's not human enough, basically. Now, you may think, cow. First of all, the sources aren't made by robots. Second of all, textures aren't human. To that I say, okay, smart ass. But also, yeah, you are completely right. The textures are made by Valve actually, are completely man-made. So, what am I talking about? Well, if you look at textures of Source, they are not completely realistic, but still very realistic. I mean, for crying out loud, the fucking burnt corpse texture is modeled by an actual burnt corpse. Of course, not complete replica, but still very close. What I'm talking about is, Valve's textures are so realistic and unrealistic, it creeps people out. The last chapter, I hope, and one of the most important chapters. While yes, this video has been trying to figure out what this feeling is that Gmod and Source games give you, I think this is the last one because it's truly the most important one. While of course all the others play a part in this, in this feeling I like to call the source phenomenon. Atmosphere is truly what matters. Because the difference between playing these maps with 100 plus add-ons and with your friends versus playing these maps with no add-ons and without friends in a dark room is genuinely what matters. Of course, you can see the difference if I show you a clip of like a hide and seek game versus a silent eerie game. You can tell which one is scarier. In the end, even though all of these chapters play a giant part in what makes Gmod terrifying, atmosphere is the most important one. So, what makes Gmod one of the scariest games that isn't even a horror game? It's nostalgia, liminality, fear, uncanniness, and the most important one, atmosphere. Howdy guys, I miss talking to y'all in a video like one of these for so long. Finally done making this video. I wanna thank a viewer by the name of GAHH, which is also now a moderator, a trial moderator, so congrats. By this video, it's coming out, you might even be a moderator, who knows. For being the main reason I even made this video in the first place, with his GM shambles, what's up with it? But now to one of the best parts, fan art. We not only have some new artists, we also have some new fan art. I missed a lot, but they should be on screen somewhere. I really want to thank the following people: Bobo, Calm, Grey, Koi, Puppet, Rose Dog, Best, and Lexi. They made amazing fan art, as always. Well, some of them, but most of them have made fan art, and it's always amazing to see fan art from you guys. But yeah, congrats for me being 1 year old now, chat. We did it. We had that 1 year subscriber with my face in the video, and now we had the cow vlog. We had cow vlog's birthday, and we had my birthday, the person running this account. But I don't want to ramble.
The drummer can't drum, the bass player can't play, the guitar player has one riff.
Right.
The singer is this utter buffoon.
Thank you guys for, an amazing year. Hope you enjoyed this fucking video. I've been working like around a month, I think. I started, I don't exactly know when. I mentioned something about making a video. It was originally gonna be a Metro video, but I gave up on that. And I later then decided, after seeing GAHH's video, to do this one. And I actually think I liked it. I really did like this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And thank you for watching. It's been a pain in the ass to make this video.